Okay guys, hope everyone is well. I'm just getting my stuff ready. Just had myself a coffee, just parked up on the main road next to the Haslingden Moors in Lancashire, UK. I'm going to go hiking over there and stay the night skywatching. It's a bit brighter today, it's been very cloudy, but I'm hoping it is going to clear up. Well known for strange happenings over at these moors. I've got the Silence camera with me, so we'll see what we can film. So first of all, I would like to thank all the new subscribers and all the old subscribers on the channel. Lots more people have joined our community over the last few weeks. And if you're new to the channel, I'm Mick. What I do, you drive around in a van. I've converted it into a camper van. I drive into the countryside, the coastlines around the UK. Sometimes stop the night, filming with night vision equipment to see if we can film anything unusual in this very mysterious country, whether it's UFOs, the paranormal, big cats, they're reported often, but we're trying to film anything that can't be explained. So here's a couple of lodges, very popular with fishermen, and a story of a huge object crossing when these guys were fishing at night. No lights, it just blocked out the stars. They could make out the shape of a huge circle object, very low, caused a big air displacement. They've never been back. They said this was a huge craft to cause this air displacement, which started blowing all the trees around, but no lights on it, but they could make out the shape because it was a very starry night, and around here you see thousands of stars and it was blocking them out, giving it silhouette. It's amazing area, lovely autumnal colours. So early morning, the way I like it, just can't beat it. One of the main sightings around here is the big black cat, seen many times, especially by the farmers. Also, the area is well known for UFO sightings. It is beautiful, it really is. So much countryside in the UK and in the world you can get yourself out. It really does do you a world of good. I've not seen anyone yet, so I'm hiking around here all day and stayed out the night with the Silence night vision camera. So it really is a great area all around here. You've got Pendlehill, 8 miles in front of me, Tobberden, a few miles in the other direction. Hampden Hill, Haslingden Moors all around here. But the Pendlehill area, I really do find the Pendle witch story fascinating, especially then through families, rival families, very poor, the Demdikes and the Chattocks. So St Mary's churchyard, they're doing a bit of work on the entrance. They're cutting dead limbs off a tree. So I've just asked if I can get in, but it seemed to be blocking the entrance. I didn't know whether it was open or not, so if you can hear the voices, that's these guys working on these trees. This is the Nutter grave. As you can see, things have been placed on. You can maybe make out the name Nutter there. Skull and crossbones. But like I said earlier, that is supposed to represent the fact that we'll all end up like this and being in the body. The body is mortal, but I don't think the spirit is. The spirit goes on forever. So is Alice buried here? Who knows? Because it is consecrated ground, I don't think so. So the chainsaws are started again. Usually a very peaceful little area. But this is the day I've come here and this is what's happening. So there we go. I'm going to really delve deeper into this story by visiting and staying overnight in some locations over there. It has been covered many times, but as with any subject, I'm sure there's more to find out than is common knowledge. Cleared up a little bit, but I don't think it's going to be a clear starry night. But I will be staying out, and again I'll set this psionics camera up at a distance from me. Good night vision, and read out some of your lot's comments, some fascinating comments about what you have experienced around the country and around the world. With this camera running, you never know what that might pick up while I'm sat here on these lonely moors on my own. It will be filming the moorland around me. So peaceful. Got a few comments saying you seem very much at peace with yourself and what you do. Well, that is true, because I spend a lot of time when I'm out hiking on my own, and there's no one to fall out with, there's no one to arrange anything with. It's great. I personally love it. Some people don't, some people like company, although occasionally I do get together a few friends, and I will be inviting people from the channel. I'll be picking a location and saying this is where I'm going at such a time. Anybody is welcome. But a lot of the time I do like being out alone. I do work a lot, I'm surrounded by people all the time, and with work and family sometimes you need that time to yourself. I'm sure a lot of people can relate to that. So peaceful. So cryptids, I don't know about cryptids in the UK. There are people saying there are sightings of these unknown animals, such as the Bigfoot, the Dogman, etc. We talk about the big cats, but they are not cryptids. I think they are just what's left over from what was released when licensing got tighter back in, was it the 70s or 80s, and they're bred. There's lots to eat in this countryside, but actual cryptids, don't hear too many stories, although you do hear stories. But I think that's where it ends. Not much video or photographic evidence in the UK. I might be wrong. If you know more about that, do let me know. I do watch a channel called 401 Files with Ben, great guy, who swears there are plenty of cryptid sightings in the UK. So I might look into that a bit more. It is interesting. cold night again, but absolutely crystal clear. Brilliant. Absolutely love this weather. Cold, frosty, but so clear when you get this sort of weather in the UK. The skies are crystal clear. This is a steep bit, guys, so yeah, lots of reports of strange lights in this area, especially by some of the farmers who live over these moors. I've been before. I filmed a couple of very odd things. Spend the night. I don't think there's any chance of rain tonight. It's so clear. Beautiful. Lovely and quiet. Right, it won't be rain, we get a bit of snow. Is that cold? Very slippy. Slipped off these things before in this weather. So I think when you're out, be careful. Nobody about. Might be one or two people about this time. It's 6 o'clock, but later on overnight. Definitely got to be careful because you're on your own. Here we go, guys. It's supposed to be clear, but you can tell heavy snow showers. Oh, love the snow, but I want it to clear up for the Skywatch. Seems to have stopped for now. Nothing like it were anyway. Skies are clearing a bit, but I got quite a bit of footage earlier on, so it does look like it's clearing up. So what, guys, these things are handy for keeping warm. Brilliant for cooking when you're out, but just warming your hands up. And we also have these burrs, especially when it's snowing. Absolutely brilliant. Okay, something I'm going to be trying in the next video. It's been suggested by a few people who got skywatching. They've tried this method. They've had a compass with them, and when lights have gone crossing the skies, which you would otherwise just think are satellites, sometimes the compass has started moving and gone crazy in some instances. So I'm going to try that. Really is a good idea. So I'm looking forward to doing that. That'll be in the next video, guys. We'll give it a go. Yeah, guys, so looking forward to doing this compass experiment. So do these objects affect the Earth's magnetic field locally? That's what people are suggesting. So looking forward to doing that one. Okay, so I've got 4 separate night vision sets of binoculars and cameras on me tonight, but I'm going to concentrate on using the Nightfox 1 10R. See what sort of footage we can get from that, see if we can film anything unusual. Very, very good little night vision binocular, not expensive. I will do a review on this, and the links to all the night vision equipment I use are in the description of this video and all videos. Right, so we're all set up. Get the gloves on. It's a very cold night, lovely and clear. Okay, guys, so let's go through the footage. As you can see, I've got some clear skies earlier on, and then the snow coming, and then it cleared up nicely after. Beautiful, clear winter skies. You can't beat them. Lovely bright constellations at this time of year. The only downside is the weather, sometimes the cold weather. But sometimes it's worth it, other times I'll stop out all night and not really film anything. So on this particular night, a couple of quite interesting things happen. What we're looking at now is some very, very faint lights moving way up there. Most likely satellites, as there is thousands and thousands of satellites up there. But what I'm looking for is something more unusual than that. Now this object here, which I first thought was a satellite, it may still be satellite. Well, as it crossed, I'll loop this footage over. There seems to be a flash of light. There we go. So I'm not sure what that was. Could be just a coincidence and the light coming from another source. But the strange thing is, I did sort of will some sort of reaction from these lights that are crossing as people have been telling me to do. Not the CE5 or anything like that, but I found that quite interesting. There goes another object just crossing there. I am looking forward to doing this compass experiment I've been speaking about. I had the compass on me, but I'm going to save that for another video. A lot of people have messaged me on Facebook and Instagram mentioning this idea of a compass. One particular guy said he got some excellent results of lights crossing like this now, which may well again be a satellite, but on some occasions the compass has been moving, or in a couple of instances going absolutely crazy, according to this guy and other people who've mentioned. So I'm definitely going to try that. So on this particular Skywatch there were no big bright orbs like I've filmed a few times before. Most of the lights crossing were way up there on a straight course at a steady speed. So I think we can safely say they are satellites. I have a flight app and a satellite app. The satellites were showing on the app as these objects were crossing. But there was one particular instance where there was a plane crossing up there. You could easily make it out to be a plane. The flashing aviation lights, and it was showing up on the app as well. And there was a light following on behind. Now this light, whatever it was, I first thought, is that just a satellite and the plane is crossing at the same time, which makes it look like there's a light following this plane. It wasn't showing on the satellite app, and it followed, there we go, this plane along for quite some time. Well, for the time it took for the plane to cross the sky, this particular light was tagging on behind, and it wasn't showing on the app. So that is very interesting. I don't know what it was. All I can say is this particular light wasn't showing on the satellite app. Now there are going to be things up there flying in the skies which don't show up on these apps, but I found that quite interesting, as a lot of people have reported objects following on behind planes in the footage. There's lots of footage out there of the little tic-tac, if you want to call it, objects follow along in the plane contrails. So I found that very interesting, but will we ever get an answer as to what it was? I very much doubt it. This is just a bit of footage from this Night Fox 110R of the fields and trees around me, if anyone's interested in this particular use for the camera. So there we go guys, please do like, share, subscribe, a lot more coming up. Speak soon.